Hello, welcome to the Physician-Based Medical Coding course. My name is Laureen Yandrup and I am a certified coder, and I've been an instructor of coding since 1999 and love it. I love teaching. I love using modern technology to teach as well. Doing things online to me is the best, most convenient way to learn. So I appreciate you putting your trust in me as an instructor and codingcertification.org to support you in your journey to becoming certified. And hopefully it'll be a long relationship, because once you get certified, you got to maintain it with continuing education and just, day-to-day coding questions that you'll have on your job. So no doubt you found us through codingcertification.org. I wanted to kind of give you a little tour of how to get around. Sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming. You're getting a textbook, a workbook, you're getting a CPT manual, ICD-9 manual, HCPCS manual. It's a lot of moving parts here compared to maybe some other types of courses you could have taken. So what you're going to do is we're going to go into the student membership area to kind of give you an overview of what that looks like. So now I'm logged in as my assistant, actually, Mandy, and she has two products, the Blitz for 2012 and the Physician-Based Medical Coding course. Now, part of your enrollment entitles you to also get the review videos. I would not worry about viewing them until the end. Use them for what they are intended for, to be a review. You certainly can. I'm not going to, stop you, but I recommend you focus on the lectures provided in the course. Go through that and pass your course, and then, you certainly can watch it just before you take your final. I would encourage that. But don't feel like, oh, let me go watch the recording for the integumentary system in the review and in the course. Because in the course, it's going to be a lot longer lecture, very expanded, where the review is very condensed and just the highlights. So just to kind of give you a heads up on that. So let's go in and see what's there. Physician-Based Medical Coding. And so welcome video, that will be this in just a moment. And we have all the links on the left-hand side. Back to the student members area if you want to look at the other products that you've purchased. The Evolve site, this is where your homework assignments are going to be handed in, where you will look at some guided reading slides and take your tests. I'll show that in a minute. Instructor support, if you need help that's content related, you'll click on this and it'll pull up a form that you fill out, and it helps because you're going to be telling us which chapter are you working on, because as we go on and we have students coming in at different times, we could be supporting 10 people that are on chapter 1, 3 people that are on chapter 11. So it helps us to get out our books to the right spot to be able to support you quickly. And we ask that you include an email and phone number. Normally we will reply via email, but on occasion something might require or be better off explained by phone. And if you could let us know if it's a standard support question, that's 99% of the time what you'll check, do that. Urgent means like you are just super stuck, you're in the middle of a test, it's broke. If you check that, they will forward to my cell phone, and so use it judiciously. And then just wondering, could be like a general work question. It really isn't maybe course related, but you just wanted to ask the instructors. We have the syllabus here that you can click on, and it gives you an overview of the course. I suggest you print that out. A little more detail than probably you want on every single chapter, what the objectives are. But at the end, that's probably what you're more interested in, is our grading system, what constitutes an A, and anything 93 and over, etc. Now, your grades aren't shared with anybody. This is, an adult education course, unless you're with the group that we have a contract with and you've signed a release that we can release your grades to your employer or something like that. But 9 times out of 10, your grades are between you and us, okay? If you want us to release it, you can ask us to. Like, say you're doing really stellar and you want your supervisor on your job to know. Basically, this is how we currently break it down. This is always subject to change. but 10% of your final grade is based on watching video lectures. 40% is based on the chapter test that you'll be taking. 15% of the final grade is based on homework. We have a variety of things. It could be textbook exercises, workbook exercises, little quizzes we throw in there. 10% of the final grade is based on your midterm, and 25% of the final grade is based on the final exam, your mock board exam. Okay? As you do your assignments, you will see what your average grade is, so you will know how you're doing at all times. And then on the left, underneath syllabus, you're going to see chapter 1, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. Chapters 2 through 7 right now are for ICD 10. I'm recording this in 2012, so we, for this year, are not doing ICD 10. Next year we will, and you'll see those chapters show up. So this area is for showing the video lectures, so let me take you into chapter 1. Reimbursement, HIPAA, and compliance. And the reason I put the video lectures here instead of on the Evolve site is because they are protected, they're copyright protected, and I can't protect them on the Evolve site. So here, because you're logged in with your username and ID, we can track who's watching what and how many times and all of that, to make sure people aren't, handing out the video lectures, which are very costly to produce. Okay, so here you go. It says here's the first video lecture. For all other assignments, you're going to go to the Evolve site, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, what we did so you could get started, because it takes about 5 to 7 days to get your textbook and workbook, is we scanned in the first chapter so you can start reading it. Most of anything that we scan in, we will put in PDF format. Next is the video lecture. So I don't think it'll play right here, but basically you just click the play button and it'll start playing. Let's see if this works, a video of a video here. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started. First chapter. You'll hear me say that a lot. Okay, so this is a technique that we've done to superimpose my talking head on the slides. It used to be this course was just audio only, me teaching a phone class. And visually, I'm a very visual learner, but I had to make it visual by saying, okay, look in the upper right-hand corner of this page and da-da-da-da-da. So we've come a long way. We now have slides. I have a document camera, so you'll see me show you pages from my manuals. So there'll be a lot of action, and that way you can see something in addition to just hearing it. So I went from audio to then visual, which is just slides with my voice in the background, but you didn't see my face. So now you get to see my face too. And basically, I just think that holds, not that I'm interesting, but when you see movement and hand motions and stuff like that, it helps you to retain the information. Once in a while, my little talking head covers up some of the words, but it's not that bad. You can normally figure out what it was saying behind it. Another option, if you have a slow internet connection, is you can download the video. These are very, very large files. I don't recommend downloading it unless you absolutely have to. But if you do, you're going to need the QuickTime player. And here's a link for you to download it for free.